Hi, today on Tiffany The Messenger, I will be channeling the energies of spirit. And tonight, there isn't a live guest, but rather a deceased one. And I'm going to channel and connect to spirit and see who comes through. Okay. Alrighty. 1 second. Let me just type in my chat real quick. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, just had to do a little something. Alrighty, so we're going to get started and see whoever comes through. Yeah. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me for a mediumship, I am doing mediumship readings free every month. Free every month. So if you're interested, go to DM me at Tiffany the Energy Healer and request that you have your free mediumship reading. And also, you can also request, you can also book a personal reading if you don't want to air yourself on live. You can book a personal reading and at gemfairycrystals.com and have a private reading that way, but that's not free. So, and if you're also interested in the psychic reading, you can find that at gemfairycrystals.com and you can book there as well. I am open, my bookings are open currently. And if you're looking for any healing crystals of any sort, you can find them also there at gemfairycrystals.com. Okay, so I'm going to connect. I don't know who's going to come out or make their appearance. So I'm going to connect to spirit and I'll be channeling them in live time and communicating with them. So, and repeating what we're discussing through the channeled message out loud. Okay, so if there's nothing further, I'm going to go ahead and connect to spirit. One moment. Okay, instantly I'm getting a man with a, I don't know if it's an Australian accent or an Irish accent. Don't ask me how I confused the two. And And he comes through and says, oh boy, how can I? Okay, I'm going to give it my best go. Hi there, mate. And I said hi. And he said that he died a couple of centuries ago. A couple of centuries and a half ago. I don't talk like that. Okay, so let me find out more about him. He looks Irish. He has fair skin, an orange beard. It's the descriptive that I'm getting. It's kind of spiky. Like if you ever seen the Leprechaun movie. I'm not laughing. The Leprechaun, he has the orange beard. He has like low orange hair is the description that I'm getting. He's fair skinned. Whew. Anything else? Okay, one second. Let me see what else he has to say. Now he's showing me a scene. So he's Australian, or he's from Australia. He's showing me like I don't know what they're called, people traveling, but wearing like Hawaiian type shirts. It's a group of men, Caucasian men, and they're wearing like the button down shirts. The only way I can describe them, tropical shirts, look like they belong in Hawaii. Okay. Anything else? Why are you showing me this? Oh, he's saying there's a lot of people traveling around this time of year. Well, that makes sense. This summertime, of course. He's giving me Australian vibes. I'm seeing, not Sydney. What is it called? It begins with a P. Perth. Beach is what I'm seeing in Australia. So he looks Irish, but he may be Australian. Okay, let me see what else he wants to say. Oh, his accent. He's saying that he's been stranded here. So this is a soul that needs to be transcended into heaven. Says that he's been stranded here over been a century ago. That's what he keeps saying, in a half and a century ago. Unless I can hardly hear him. Okay, so whoa, what the fuck? Oh, wow. Okay, we shall proceed. He just disclosed to me that a knight cut his head off. So he was decapitated by a knight when he was disrespectful to Milady, is what he said. So I don't know if it was a queen or something like that, or if he was actually disrespectful to his spouse, or if he was disrespectful. Yeah, he may be European that moved to Australia or something like that. He's giving me both vibes from both areas. Okay, let's see. Let's get back into it. So that's how he died. He died by decapitation by a knight. He showed me like the what is it called? The armored suited knight. I didn't see him get decapitated. I don't want to see that. So, okay, let's see what else he has to say. So he's stranded here on Earth. Let me see more from him. 1 second. Thank you. Damn. Okay. Now he's complimenting me on my channeling skills. He says your channeling skills is immaculate. He says you're doing things that a century and a half ago, and I don't talk like that, they would have been burnt for. And I thought I had my cup. And it says that on my cup, which is ironic that he even mentioned that. And of course, they would have been burnt at the stake doing this type of work, which they would classify as witchcraft. And a lot of people see it that way, but it's such a shame. They're really missing out. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, okay. Okay, so let me see what else he has to say. Witch trials, the European witch trials. Yeah. Okay, let me see what else he has to say. Now he's showing me, I'm seeing like a bridge or some sort. What is this? It's a long bridge. What is it? It's kind of resembles a port or a bridge. He's showing me. Yeah, would draw it. But it's a long, tall bridge. It's not like any bridge that I've seen before. Kind of giving me Key West vibes. Then I'm seeing like a stone wall. He's telling me that that's the location where he died. I don't know where this bridge is in the world, but it doesn't look like it's on U.S. soil. So this may be something totally in a foreign land or something. Okay. He's saying that's the area where he died, which is not the same as it was centuries ago. Okay, anything else? Okay. Now he tells me he would like to relocate his soul to another land. I can help you with that. He asked me, would you please be so kind as if to please help me? Okay. I'll help you relocate. Okay, 1 second, everybody. Okay, I asked the divine angels to help him transcend into heaven. And through the portal, I'm seeing a lady. She's in a Elizabethan, is what I call it. Elizabethan type bustier corset. And she's waving through the portal at him. She has her hair up in a ponytail with curls, and she has two curls for her bangs coming down. She's a blonde-haired lady, younger lady. She's younger than he is, so I would presume she's in her 20s. He may be mid to late 30s. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I saw his soul go up and meet her through the portal. And yes, so the process that I use when I'm doing a transcending into heaven is I ask the divine angels to assist me, and I am an angel goddess. Actually, that's not a joke. And I ask the angels, the divine angels, to assist me. Channeling. Make everything start to water when you go through those records. Yes, thank you. And so I ask the divine angels to assist me, and they come through. I have a Colosseum. So if you've ever been to Rome, or if you've ever seen it in Rome, it's called the Colosseum. Well, that's my station. That's my home. That's my waiting room. And souls come there so that I can help them transcend over into heaven if they're lost here on the earthly plane, or to help them in general, to give them messages. That's where they know that they would need to meet me, at that location. And it looks just like the Colosseum in Rome. Yes, it does. And I'm very proud to have that as my waiting room, my station. And so everything goes down inside of there. I am authentic. And a lot of people may say, oh, it's questionable, or it's satanic and all that stuff. Well, there's light and there's dark. There's polarities in everything. So I don't worry about that. I just continue to do what I was created to do. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And to help those who need help. And it's more so the non-living than the living. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to be of a service for them. And so the process is I petition the divine angels to help me with helping the souls transcend into heaven. And yes. And so after I'll ask them, is there anyone in heaven to receive this soul to help them cross over? Sometimes they will bring their loved ones to the portal, which is a hole in my waiting room, and also directly to the heavenly realms. Well, beyond the circle, the hole, the portal, it's like a little walkway, and then there's steps, and it literally goes up into the clouds. It's always sunny. The light is always on, shining bright. The light meaning the sun. And so when they go through the portal, they usually end up meeting their loved ones or someone that they knew and loved at the time of their death. And if there's no one there to help them transcend over into heaven, I will ask the divine angels to come and transcend them over into heaven. So what happens, and boom, and then you can see their soul, it kind of thins out and stretches and evaporates. So not evaporate, but loses its color and shape, is how I see it. So as they're flying up, it's like they're fading out But then when they cross over into the portal, I can still see them. And then they'll go up the steps, and then they'll go to whatever land that they choose to go to. And you actually do go to another land. And a lot of people don't know that. And it looks a lot like Earth, but it isn't riddled with problems and issues and all that. It's peaceful. And it's very quiet. So that's a little info for you guys of what it's like for me and the line of work that I do. So for anyone who's interested and curious, well, what is it like? How does that happen? And blah, blah. Well, that's how it happens. So, okay. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to see if there's anyone else. Okay, so I'm going to see if there's anyone else that's out there that I can connect with. And let's see. Let's see. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm getting a little boy. He came to me and he said, "Can you help me? I've been hurt." His name is Sean. At the time of his death, I'm seeing the number 7. So if he wasn't 7 years old, he probably died in the 7th month of the year, or on the 7th day of the month. 7 is significant. Okay, he's wearing a red baseball shirt. It has short sleeves. It's red. It has red around the collar. It's white. He has short black hair, slight bangs, and he's throwing up a soccer ball. I'm hearing Sean is his name, Sean. Okay, let me go a little further and find out what happened with Sean. So I asked him, I said, "Sean, how did you die?" And then he's throwing up the ball, and he says, he's in my waiting room. He says, "I didn't die. I was just riding my bike." Okay. 1 second. So when spirit comes through and they say things like that, he has no knowledge that he's deceased. But if I'm seeing him this vividly in real time, he is deceased. He's unaware that he's dead. He's still earthbound. So by him staying earthbound, that makes it difficult for him to catch the realization that, okay, I'm dead, because he's still here on the earthly plane. His soul isn't at rest. Not that he's disturbed. He's very happy and upbeat, like a little child would be. I would say, give or take, his age is in the bracket between 7 to 10 years old. So he was riding his bike at the time of his death, I presume. So let's find out more. Ooh, he's very chatty. I asked him, did he know what happened to him at the time of his death? So the word death went over his head. He didn't rebuttal anything with that. He says he was riding his bike down to the lake, and I'm seeing it's a tall grassy area. There's a little port, a little loading dock or what have you. Ooh. A loading dock. And he met a man. He said he met Mr. Johnny. Whew. Okay. Mr. Johnny. I see him putting his bike down, and I see a tall man. He's wearing a plaited shirt. It's a tan and brown plaited, long sleeve plaited shirt, but the sleeves are rolled up. It's a button down. The man has on blue jeans. He's standing over the child, looking at him, talking to him. The man has a low haircut. He's an older man, so either his hair is blonde. I can't hardly see because it's like at sunset. So this is happening during the evening. Whew, he was telling me at the time he's meeting Mr. Johnny, he says that he was supposed to be going home, but decided to go by the lake to try to take a swim. Ooh. Okay, we'll see what's going on. Okay, Sean, could you tell me what happened? Do you know what happened to you at the lake? I'm losing my voice. And that's not coming from me, so that's indication that something happened. That's Spirit's way of telling me that something happened either with his airway being constricted or with him losing his voice. With either him being restricted or his airway being cut off, or some form of situation with his throat. Okay. Sean, do you know what happened to you? Oh my God. He's showing me him running away from Mr. Johnny. He's running into the woods. So it's woods. Whew. It's woods on the other side of it's like a little grassy area. The grass hadn't been cut. It's a loading dock for the boats, and then it's a large ocean body of water, lake or what have you. He's running into the woods now. The man is chasing him. Okay, I'm being guided to proceed and don't stop. Keep going. Okay, 1 second. Okay, what else? There's a large log inside of the woods. Got shrubbery and shrubbery and leaves and stuff on the ground. Oh God. He's trapped, but he's dodging around this large log that's on the ground. They're playing circle around it. So he's trying to evade Mr. Johnny by having that log in between them. Okay. What happened? He turns to run and trips over the log that he was shielding himself with. Oh Okay, I don't want them to flag me, so I may have to stop. But with his throat, that's indication that he was strangled by this grown man. For what reason, I do not know. The divine angels are telling me he did not want him to tell. He wanted him to keep his mouth shut. Ooh, energy heavy. What happened to him? Why did he want to keep his mouth shut? Spirit is telling me something he's seen. Something the little boy seen. Something the little boy saw he wasn't supposed to see. As it pertained to this man, Mr. Johnny. I'm getting the vibes of this happened in the late 70s. So with the number 7, it could have been 77. And I'm seeing 79. So 1977 and 79. I'm also hearing Spirit say that this little boy was missing for 2 years. No one could find his body. Spirit is telling me he was relocated deeper into the woods. So had he been at the location where the strangulation took place, people would have been able to see him. So he was relocated by the killer, the suspect, further into the woods where no one would see him. I'm being shown that he put large stones on top of the child's body to hide it, to conceal it. Okay. How was he found? They did multiple searches throughout the area, and that's how they came to discover his remains. The shoe is significant. I'm seeing a shoe. It was definitely back in those days, like a tennis shoe. Nothing like Nike or anything like that. It's an off-brand shoe. Kid's shoe. Okay. Whew. Now that I have Sean here, he's still upbeat. I'm going to transcend him into heaven because he's trapped here on the earthly plane, and souls aren't at peace or at rest until they are where they're supposed to be, and that's resting in heaven. So I'm going to transcend him into heaven. I have him with me in my waiting room. Okay, he's being met by his mom. I said, Sean, do you know who that is? And he smiles and says, it's my mom. Mom. And she's smiling. She has soft rollers in her hair. The soft kind. So her hair is like rolled all the way up, evenly all over. And she's wearing glasses. She has on a pink collared shirt. Pink button down collared shirt, which would be appropriate for that time and era. So she was, I'm getting the vibes of stay-at-home mom. She was a homemaker. And what else? So he's gone up. He's gone up to be with his mom really quick. He was very excited to see her. So, and with that, he will be with his mom. So that's a great thing. So no more being stranded on the earthly plane. He's in heaven with his loved one, and very happy about that. And I'm happy that I could reunite them together. Okay. Whew. Okay, that energy was heavy. More than likely, he was an older man. Mr. Johnny was an older man at the time, so more than likely, he's deceased now. He may have been in his 40s or 50s at the time. And he wasn't a fast runner, but because the child got tripped up, that's how he caught him. But if he wouldn't have tripped over along, which was kind of hard to do and it's hard to run on leaves, is what I was seeing, is how he eventually caught the boy. So, yeah. But I'll talk with you about that. But yeah. Oh. Okay. I had my thingamajig right here, but I don't. Okay, that's fine. All right, that's it for the channeling and transcending souls into heaven. That was very tragic and unfortunate, and my heart goes out to him, and I'm happy that I was able to help him be reunited with his mother in spirit and transcend into heaven so that his soul can be at rest and at peace. And yeah, that's it for this portion. And that's Tiffany the Messenger, and that's it for tonight. And thank you so much for joining me.